This episode of Crappie USA TV is brought to you by Genco Fishing. For high-quality baits, rods, and all your crappie and bass fishing needs, visit GencoFishing.com. Kentucky Lake is known for its fantastic fishing, local parks, family-owned restaurants, great weather, and of course its immense size. Covering over 160,000 acres with 2,380 miles of shoreline, Kentucky Lake is prime for fishermen coming from all over the country to take advantage of the massive fishing opportunities. It's a haven for so many fish, but one of the crown jewels of Kentucky Lake has always been the crappie. Crappie USA has been coming here annually since 1996. Then we're back again this year with one of our Mega Bucks events. This is a 2-day event where all the anglers go head-to-head for a cash prize of over $25,000. Crappie anglers from 11 states have traveled to Kentucky and Barkley Lakes to welcome everyone to Crappie USA Mega Bucks 2020 from Paris Landing, Tennessee. We have 54 teams of anglers that will launch on day one, all looking for the schools of crappie that will land them the heavy bag at the end of the 2 days.
Hey guys, it's Crappie USA Mega Bucks, first day. Can't wait. Hopefully we'll get some big ones going today.
Crappie USA has been coming to Kentucky Lake for a total of 24 years. Due to rescheduling, our event is later this year, which changes the way the fish are caught and how anglers chase them down.
Hi, my name's Tony Domitrovich. I'm from DuBois, Pennsylvania. I'm down at Kentucky Lake fishing Crappie USA with Robert Denon. And we're out this morning in one of the coves here trying to pick up some crappie. It's kind of slow right now, so we're planning on heading out and hitting a few other spots. And hopefully it's for the best. We're starting out with a spider rigging technique where we're going to drop down 4 poles with 2 baits each on them. But hopefully we get back to our single pole, which we've been doing, and we've been pretty successful with that. So that's what we're going to do.
I have a feeling it's going to be a slow day to fish wise.
There.
Wrong species. Next wrong species, you're going in the water. First one was a drum, second one's a bass.
Been slow morning so far. We hit one brush pile and fish just one ready to bite on it yet. So right now we're spider rigging, just trying to figure out what the bite's going to be this morning.
Spider rigging will be one of the techniques that's widely used here. Several rods spread evenly across the front of the boat is the heart of this technique, and moving slowly through the water with various line and bait and jig presentations. This gives the angler the best chance to make sure they find those big crappie.
I think today's going to be one of those days where you're going to get one here, one there. I think you're going to have a lot of spots. I would anticipate that we're going to need 1.5 pound average today to be in the running. We're hoping to average that 1.5 pounds. We were close to that during practice. But practice is practice, so who knows if we're gonna be able to copy what we did yesterday.
Priding themselves on being family-friendly, Kentucky Lake has a number of options for all ages, with resorts, state parks, local parks, restaurants, country music, and other music theaters around the lake. There's always something to do for the entire family.
I'm Casey Minch. I'm with the Paris Henry County Chamber of Commerce. I'm the Community Relations Director. We are building a commercial market for Asian carp here in Paris, Tennessee. We're partnering with North American Caviar. They are heading that up. We're trying to get Asian carp in our local stores and our local restaurants. Blues Landing, right off the lake, a wonderful restaurant. They're actually featuring Asian carp on their menu here in a couple of weeks. And then we're also investing in a fish stocking program. We just partnered with Benton County and our tourism authorities. It's a 3-year program. We just released 300,000 Florida bass fingerlings. So over the 3 years, it'll be 900,000 fish. So we're excited about that. Excited to make Kentucky Lake a top fishing destination once again in our country. We have a lot of places you can visit on the lake. Tons of places to eat. Blues Landing, I mentioned before. The Breakers is a venue that is right on the water. They have music almost every weekend, so that's an awesome experience just to go out there and have that music on the water. You won't get that anywhere else.
Products that perform. Designed with the angler in mind. Unmatched action. Jenko Fishing. It's all about the action.
Chris Fowler,
Jason Burleson.
Stallion Springs, Tennessee.
I live in Brewston, Tennessee.
You guys fish this lake a lot?
I do, both of us.
Chris and Jason have their boat anchored in about 20 feet of water, with their bait suspended at 15 feet. Crappie feed upwards, so the hope is that the fish below will see the bait and swim upwards for the catch.
We found some active fish, but just not getting many bites off of these beds. I mean, we're just moving along fishing more and more.
There he is.
As you can see, they're not very active, but you really have to work hard for a bite.
What are you guys using?
Right now, we've got a combination of just regular
Straight minnow on
straight
one.
minnow on a couple poles and jigs on another pole. Right now we're sitting at about 18 and a half, 20 foot of water. And we're fishing about probably 15 foot.
How often do you do crappie tournaments with Crappie USA?
I've been doing Crappie USA tournaments for probably 25 years, so
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
We appreciate you taking a few minutes.
Yes,
Hey, no problem, you guys.
Good luck today.
Okay, folks, we're on Kentucky and Barkley Lakes for the Crappie USA Mega Bucks event at Paris Landing, Tennessee. A couple of things are going to happen out there today. You know, these fish should be on a pattern that vertically jigging, one pole in their hand, is going to be quite successful. We'll know more when we see what happens this afternoon at the weigh-in. But let me give you an idea of a technique that I know some of the guys and gals are going to be using out there today. It's just a vertical jigging technique, and we think, well, as long as we put that jig on the line, it's fine. It's not fine. Of course, I use a quick knot. This is an old Bagley quick knot. Pull the line down tight. Of course, cut off the tagged end. But here's the important part. You want to pull the line toward the point of the hook. What that does, it allows that jig to hang horizontal. You can imagine a minnow don't swim around in that lake like this. They swim like this. You're trying to mimic the food. So just that simple trick, pull the line toward the point of the hook, make sure it hangs horizontal, will help you. Another thing with this technique that's real important, and that's to be sure that you are not fishing under the fish. If you're letting that jig down into the cover and those fish happen to be up here, that crappie can't see down. He can see straight out and 90 degrees up. And that's all. So be sure you're starting out above him. Another thing that's real important, many of our guys and gals are going to be fishing cover. They're going to be fishing man-made brush piles, stake beds, things like that, or just an old log out there. But if you will let down and try to take the fish off the top of that cover first, it may not disturb those that are in it. If you let on down trying to take the fish out of the cover and pull a fish through it, you're going to run these fish off if there's fish above it. So just remember, try to stay above that cover first, work your way down. If you don't get the hit up there, work your way down. Use your electronics. You know, this new 360, the Mega 360 Humminbird transducer, it's amazing what it'll find for you, and it'll do it all around your boat. It'll do it out here. If you want to set it to reach 100 foot out, that's fine. But you can identify these fish in the cover all around you. If you're trolling along, slow trolling, you see a brush pile over here, got some fish hanging in it, you've got time to react. You've got time to get over there. So remember that when vertical jigging. Now, another little tip I'll give you, not as important right now because of the water temperature, but a little later as the water starts cooling down, we like to have a little scent on the hook. You know, many of you may say that fish can't smell. I used to tell folks they didn't think fish could smell, put one under your seat for a couple of weeks, then tell me they can't smell. No, seriously, a fish has more sense of smell than your hound dog at home. Sometimes that little bit of smell on there not only gives the fish something that smells like something they're looking for, but it also does away with the amino acid smell, the gasoline smell where you filled up your boat, the aftershave smell, things like that. So this will improve your chances as well, especially when the water is cold. We'll see you out on the water.
Innovative bait designs. Colors for all conditions. All your crappie needs, no matter your style of fishing. Jenko Fishing. It's all about the action.
Day one leaders of John Hicks and Tim Harris, one of the Georgia teams that's been spider rigging on day two. After a 10-pound weight on day one, they're fishing a shoreline, also home to feeding bait fish that bring the crappie in.
What are you guys using to fish today?
Jenko double mill rigs.
Okay. And how deep are you?
I found them about 15 foot deep.
With 10 pounds on day one, the team is primed to carry that lead to the championship in day two. The 2019 winners of this tournament brought in a total with 14 fish weighed in over the 2 days of 21.52 pounds. In the spring of 2020, these same lakes, with the amateur division winners, had 29.26 pounds for 14 fish, and the pro winners had 28.27 pounds.
Between 11 and 15 foot yesterday, all around this area. But we was finding them tight on structure on the very bottom. Maybe a coil fish, but until we get 7. 11 and a half inch.
The minimum length is 10?
10 inches, yes,
That's
sir.
the keeper?
Yes, sir. And that 11 and a half. There's a skinny one, one of the smaller ones, versus what we caught yesterday. But we haven't been able to find the
pigs, huh?
You found them yet?
Okay, we're back with you folks with the final results of day two at the Mega Bucks event here on Kentucky Lake. It's a $25,000 cash event. First place will be 10 grand. Plus, we qualify 40 teams on to the $125,000 Classic this fall.
Tony Shepard, Murray, Kentucky.
Mike Shepard, Kirksey, Kentucky.
Woo, I believe you got him, man.
Decent, but not good as yours.
Pretty good fish. 960 today, guys.
We fished Barkley Lake both days. We were casting with the new trick stick light that I'm coming out with. We was fishing monkey milk baby fry with the 16th ounce black slasher jig head. We'd stand back 30 foot casting to these fish, catching them. Then when the ones we couldn't catch, we'd go in with the X13 and drop on them and catch those fish.
That's going to bring you up to 20.08 for the 2 days. Anything to check for a big fish in there? Anything over a 1.7? All right. Good job.
That one.
Guys, we can go right this way.
He won't check one.
We'll check it. Just lay him right in there, Mike. Nice fish. He's close. He's a 1.64. He was right up there close. Good job, man. Y'all just, when you get them situated and get ready, you can relieve these guys of their seats. They're not wanting to leave.
I'm Lee Anderson. I'm from Benton, Kentucky.
And I'm Rick Johnston from Benton, Kentucky.
These boys were in second place yesterday, 1063. They're checking in today, 980.
We fished from 68 north on Barkley. We used 1/8 ounce jigs, some tube jigs, and a hair jig, and just single pole fishing structure. Anywhere from 10 to nearly 20 foot deep.
20.43. 700th out of the last team. 700. Anything to check for a big fish, guys?
No.
Okay. Hold a couple of those up. Let's see what they look like. Nice looking fish. Anderson and Johnston. Give them a hand. Good job, man. Good to have you.
Josh Jones.
Tim Blackley,
I'm from Sapulpa, Oklahoma.
Hornbeak, Tennessee.
Tim, did you get them?
Well, we got 7.
I'll say you did. They look good. Had 1034 yesterday, 1016 today.
Barkley Lake, 64th ounce hair jigs. We fished shallow water, anywhere from 7 to 9 foot. Fishing all suspended fish. Random fish, not on structure.
2050 for the 2 days. New leader. Well, the shepherds are not going to like getting up out of those Wave Pro cushion seats over there. Let's hold up a couple of fish for them out there. Give them a hand. New leaders today. That's a $10,000 purse. First place right now.
We pretty well ran the whole lake. Yesterday from where we put in, we probably ran 40 mile north, and then, we was up and down the whole lake just hitting key beds and stumps that we'd found pre-fishing, and had it narrowed down today. We had to stay a little bit closer because of the storms and the wind was so bad, but it's a big lake. Yeah.
A lot of water.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Crappie USA Megabucks 2020 from Kentucky and Barkley Lakes in Paris, Tennessee.
Products that perform. Designed with the angler in mind. Unmatched action. Jenko Fishing. It's all about the action.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining us for the Crappie USA Megabucks event 2020 in Paris Landing, Tennessee. Big fish ended up being a 1.85. That's a team of Jeff Outland and Michael McGregor from Gilbertsville in Benton, Kentucky. Congratulations, man.
Thanks, sir.
Jeff, always good to see you guys. Guys, I have a check for you for the old big fish of the tournament, $750. I have classic qualification information for you, and I have a plaque for that big fish. Now, where do we catch the big fish, Michael?
Barkley.
Barkley side. Any
Yes, sir.
particular part of the lake?
We was on the north end of Barkley.
Okay. And what technique worked the best?
We vertical fish with live scope.
And how deep?
Biggest majority 11 to probably 15.
Down in cover?
Yeah.
And what particular bait worked the best?
Couldn't get anything but a minnow.
I had to have some
That's
meat
it.
on the hook.
That's it. That's all we could
got
do.
you. How many fish y'all catch this weekend?
50. Probably 50.
50. That's a good weekend, isn't it? You know, we've had some tough times on Kentucky and Barkley.
I think it's
coming
turning
back.
around a little bit.
I do too, buddy. Congratulations. It's always a pleasure to see you guys.
Appreciate it.
Give them a hand. We'll get a shot up right there. Third place today with 20.08 pound. Buddy, these were the closest weights they could be. I mean, just hundredths out of first place. This is the brother team of Tony and Mike Shepard. They're from Dexter, Kentucky and Kirksey, Kentucky. Come on down, guys. Mike?
Thank you.
Tony?
Thank you.
Good job, guys. I've got a check for you, $2,100, so third place on the Mega Bucks event. Our congratulations. How many total fish you think y'all caught for the 2 days?
Yesterday we caught a bunch. Today we didn't catch as many. I'd say 60,
75.
70,
That's a good 2 days. Guys, congratulations. Y'all are already Classic qualified. We'll bump that down too. Congratulations. Give them a hand. Shepard. Al will want to get a photo here. Second place with 20.43. That's a difference of 7 hundredths of a pound. 7 hundredths. That's about 10 drops of water, I'd say. It's not much at all. Goes to the team of Lee Anderson and Rick Johnston. They're from Benton, Kentucky. Come on up, guys. Hey, man.
Hey.
Great job again.
Thank you.
You guys are tough. I'm telling you, you've had a good run. You guys will have plaques for you to commemorate your finish this weekend. Also have a check for you for second place in the Mega Bucks event of $4,000. Right. Congratulations. I think y'all are already Classic qualified, aren't you?
I think so.
I thought so. We'll bump that on down. Everyone that participated this weekend basically will qualify for the Classic. We're qualifying 40 teams from this event. We had 54 teams. 16 of those were already qualified. That bumps everybody into qualification. That's a pretty good deal, isn't it?
Not bad.
How many fish did you catch for the 2 days?
60 for 2 days.
That's a great 2 days fishing.
That's pretty good.
Congratulations to you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Good job. Give them a hand. Winning the event with 20.50 pound, a 2-day wait, that was 14 fish, is the team of Josh Jones from Sapapa, Oklahoma. His partner, Tim Blackley, from Hornbeck, Tennessee. Come on up, guys. Well, that's an introduction, isn't it? Hey, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Tim, always a pleasure to have you guys. Guys, I have plaques to commemorate your finish. There we go. Classic qualification information for you for the upcoming Classic. And to get you there and buy half a tank of gas, $10,000 for your 2 days work. That's pretty good day's work.
Very good. Very good.
How many total fish you think y'all caught for the 2 days?
Over 100.
Sounds like fishing's improving on Kentucky and Barkley, doesn't it? Guys, you did a fantastic job. Congratulations to both of you. Y'all give them a big hand. They've worked hard. Now, get right there. Al will want to get up here and get some pictures of you. This wraps up our Mega Bucks 2020 event on Kentucky and Barkley Lakes. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the water with Crappie USA. This episode of Crappie USA TV is brought to you by Genco Fishing. For high-quality baits, rods, and all your crappie and bass fishing needs, visit GencoFishing.com.